honestly, like if they had like a culture, it's probably just that sign right there. This is like quality you can taste. And, like that's pretty much like what they go by and how they do it.
The one thing that separated it out from all the other restaurants was that this wasn't going to break our wallet, and it was also tasty too. So it wasn't like you were buying dollar store, quality.
Now it's so remote to like certain states. I feel like because they don't just let anyone take over a business, that they've kept the quality that they have. I don't think anyone could really ever beat out the quality of the food, the prices that have like rarely changed over the years. It's so cheap to get a meal.
It's definitely a West Coast vibe, I feel like. Every time I think of like West Coast, I think of one, California, and then two, In-N-Out. So two go hand in hand, and they're like, oh my god, this is the In-N-Out. And like,
I find In-N-Out to be very straightforward and clean, and so aside from being that cafe and diner that I always dreamed about, it's also something that isn't overcomplicated or in your face. It is what it is. It's classic.
The way they've set up their business, being family owned, and they don't franchise it out to anyone else, I think they're able to keep that family-owned quality in every single In-N-Out that other places necessarily couldn't do.
Plus years, they have only made one change to their menu in that entire period of time. Unlike all other fast food type of places, their menu is constantly changing. So often, everybody in the particular one I went to knew who I was. They knew what I wanted, and it was awesome. It's a sensation. It's a lifestyle. It's an attitude. And I think that In-N-Out conveys what was in the 50s and 60s, 70s maybe, the Southern California attitude.
That's because it's fresh, and like you're always gonna get fresh food and like stuff like that. The fact that they've only had 3 things here ever: a burger, a hamburger, or a cheeseburger, or a double, and they're still this popular. It's just a cool place that everyone can kind of come to. Everyone loves In-N-Out,
Never gone national or gone into other markets. Is simply because they want to have complete control over the quality of the food. So they don't want to ship the beef frozen. They don't want to have anything but the freshest ingredients going in. So they will only go as far as a truck can take the goods in a day or less.
Yeah, I'd say just inside of In-N-Out, it's never going to change. Anywhere you go in California or Arizona, it all looks the same. So it feels like you went back in time, and it's that classic American feel. So I feel like it's really iconic in a sense, because it will never change, and the food continually tastes good no matter how many times you have it.
The atmosphere of the place is what, kept drawing me back to In-N-Out. It's nice having someone when you in a drive-through who's right there to take your order. So it's personal. Yeah, it makes the experience a lot more personal.
Or what In-N-Out is, I think, biggest for doing is word of mouth.
okay.
That's, I think, a big part of what they do. They don't have too many commercials. They just expect other people who visit to talk about them. And so, when you have family visiting from Indiana, you're like, come on, let's go to In-N-Out.
And it's nice because it's kind of like old style, so it's not like you're walking into the same thing like everywhere else nowadays. So you know exactly what you're eating. And it's not just like from a freezer to a fryer. That it's a fast food restaurant that cares more about the ingredients and what they're actually giving you than most places, and they care that everything is going to be fresh and that it's going to be made like right when you order it, so that you're not going to really have anything to complain about. And I feel like that's the best part about them, is just the culture of the place.
It's like the California experience. I mean, if you look at their cups, there's like the palm trees, the beach waves. Like, this is like that all-American experience, and like it's just a thing, It's
nice to know that they recognize me and remember me by my face, and even though they assign my meal a number when they call my number, they know who I am, and lots of times they'll just hand me my food or bring me those things that I know that I need, and they're there to ask if there's anything else they can do. And it's nice that they're very professional, even in the way that they dress and the way that they serve you. Is someone there to get food. It's really nice.
I just kind of thought the same thing, that it was really cool because it was so different from everywhere else, and they make everything fresh and it's like right in front of you so you can watch them do it. And I was a kid, so I thought that was awesome.
It's something that kind of ties me to the West Coast, and it really keeps me social and keeps me, you know, remembering who I am and kind of where I'm from, and, you know, that I'm American and I like to eat burgers.
You watch them as they're cutting the potatoes to make fresh fries. It's like, I don't know, McDonald's or Wendy's how they do it, but at In-N-Out you see it. You see the windows are open. Everyone can see everything being cooked and made.
I can't imagine cutting In-N-Out out of my life because it's just such good food. You know, you can't mess with good quality, and it's good quality. Quality you can taste, as they say.
First one to experience In-N-Out. My mom wasn't too far behind when she moved to California, but my dad was born and raised on In-N-Out since he was younger than I was when he first tried it. And then when they moved out here, they showed it to us, and I guarantee my children are going to know about it.
So you intend on carrying the In-N-Out legacy from your father and his family up through future generations?
Well, definitely. It's something that, you know, really shouldn't be missed in a lifetime.
It was kind of a thing where on the 2 days a week, or maybe 1 day a week, after soccer practice, that my mom would be like, oh, okay, do you guys want In-N-Out after? And so it just turned into a thing where we'd just go through the drive-thru after soccer practice because it was already late and she wouldn't have to cook a meal at home. So yeah, In-N-Out kind of became the thing at like after soccer practice. That's like where we'd go for dinner once a week, honestly, maybe twice.
And so do you keep up with doing the once or twice a week when you're here at school?
Yes, I would say that I eat it out at least once a week in school, sometimes twice. I did just have it yesterday. I got it for dinner last night.
We've always stopped there on road trips, and it's always been a tradition to always stop there anytime we go anywhere. Even with our friends in college, we always stop at In-N-Out.
In-N-Out goes way back into my history. Every summer we go to San Diego for a family reunion, and the first thing we do is we stop at In-N-Out and we say hi to people we haven't seen in a year. You know, my high school was near the first In-N-Out in Baldwin Park, and every Friday night for the football games, they would have the In-N-Out truck come to cater to our football games. And so it was a given. Every fall, you're gonna go to Bishop Mott football, and you're gonna eat In-N-Out and just have a great time. It was a point of pride. You know, you say you're from Baldwin Park, the first thing you say is, oh, first In-N-Out. It's right there, historical landmark.
It's a historic landmark?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, wow.
I think at least 3 times a week when I was a kid. Oh, that's bad.
I went with, I think it was my parents and my mom's like parents. I think we all just kind of went there because it was when they first started like opening here, which I don't know exactly when that was, but I was definitely younger because I thought it was cool that you could just watch them make your food for you. So I think I just liked it, and so my parents just kept going.
And it's something that we like to do, and so it's a very bonding experience when I'm able to go to a place where I know I like to eat and my family likes to eat, and we're able to know we can get good food for a good price and just have a good time.
I have the shirts, I have the hat, I have quite a bit of stuff. I actually was on Amazon one day and I saw an In-N-Out mug and I literally freaked out. I bought it, 2-day shipping. Awesome. I drink my morning coffee in it every single day.
Because the that taste and that experience doesn't go away. I mean, the In-N-Out experience is a very unique thing that most people don't understand unless you kind of grew up with it.
One time that I was here pretty late, it was probably like 12:30, and there was a married couple that came in, and she was still in her dress, and she was like carrying her train, and I was just sitting in the booth eating with my friend, and I was like, I want that to be me on my wedding day. Like, you could tell they just came from like wherever. I'm sure like they got married that day, and she walked in, she's like holding her dress, and the groom is like, his like bow tie was off and loosened, and it was awesome. That was one of the funniest moments ever, that I'd say. I love that. I want that to be me when I get married.
Would you ever marry a guy that didn't like In-N-Out?
No, that wouldn't be a deciding factor, but it would be a huge upset in the relationship.
Could sum up In-N-Out in like one word: 1 or 2 words, what would it be?
Freaking awesome.